told me he had some of his own money and he wanted to treat me. We went to a store that rented tuxedos and we dressed to the nines. We went to the Rainbow Room and we danced high over New York City. I swear, he stood up and held my chair and we danced. And there was a stir. Nothing like that ever happened in Utah. We danced. And I'll tell you, nothing like that must have ever happened at the Rainbow Room because we were asked to leave. And so we walked out, we walked home, and I knew Elizabeth was waiting for me and I would have to explain about the money and calm her down because we'll get it back. But I forgot. Because we took a carriage ride to the park and he asked me if he could fuck me. And I never done anything like that. And he did it. And it was fantastic. It was the greatest night of my life. And before we got home, he kissed me on the mouth and he vanished. And then later I realized he had no money of his own. He had spent my money, our money, and not at the Rainbow Room. How am I going to face Elizabeth? What have I done? What did I let him do to me? I mean, I wanted experience. I came here to have experience, but I didn't come here to do this, or lose that, or be this, or do this to Elizabeth. I didn't come here to do this. My father said I was a fool, and I can't help him be right. What have I done?
think that would be like to be someone else. Someone else on TV, or in a magazine, or even walking free on the ground. They can keep me as long as they want. It's not like a prison then. I've already been there longer than most. A lot of the time, I'm thinking about getting this house with all this land around it, and I get a bunch of dogs. No little ones from my step on, but big dogs, like a horse, and I let them run wild. They never know a leash. And I build a go-kart track on my property, charge people to race around on it. Those places will be in bugs, and I'd be wrecking it in. And nobody would know where I was. I will be gone. Most of the time, I just want to be someplace else.
What do I want to do? Is that how this works? You have an affair, and I have to choose between forgetting or living alone the rest of my life. This must be so easy for you. I am so angry. I am so hurt by your selfishness. You break what's good between us, and I'm here to pick up the pieces, and you still continue to lie. I knew about her a year ago, Jack. I got a phone call from a friend. I won't even tell you who. What's going on between you and Jack? She asked me. Are you two still together? Who's this woman he's been having lunch with every day? And I told her, oh, did you see? And she said, no, but I heard. And I told her, don't believe what you hear, believe what you see. And I hung up. Did I define my husband like a good wife? Was I good? For a year, I lived with this, and I prayed to God every night that it would go away and that it wasn't true. And God was good to me. No more stories about Jack and his lunch party. No more phone calls. No more wondering why you were coming home late from work, even when it wasn't the busy season. Until today. Guess